Okay, right now we're back in Old Blighty. We're going to do the English favourite, fish and chips. We're going to do cod and batter and boiled chips. For this recipe I'm using 4 pieces of cod fillets. They're not the biggest pieces in the world, but it's only for demonstration purposes. We're going to be dipping it into the batter, deep frying it. We've got the chips in the boiling water. The potatoes have been chipped already. They've been put into the water to boil. They'll be boiling for 5 minutes. We'll drain them off, then we'll deep fry them as well. But first we're going to do the fish. So I'll just get ready for this. Okay, we can just take our butter, dip the fish into it. We made the batter earlier. It's a traditional batter. If you want to know how to make it, just watch how to make the perfect batter. Drop it into your frying pan. We're going to do these one at a time because it's a small pan and they take about 6 or 7 minutes. So that gives us plenty of time for the potatoes to get ready. Okay, the first one's done. I'm taking it out when it's nice and golden brown. Now as you can see, that batter is absolutely perfect. Crisp as anything, is fantastic. Now if you want to know how to make that batter, watch your video on how to make the perfect batter. Now I'm just going to do the rest. Okay. Just drop the second piece in. Okay, and this is the last piece that's coming out now. Right. There we have it. As you can see, that's completely perfect. That batter, there's nothing wrong with it. You won't be able to get better batter than that. Other tip I should tell you, when you're doing it in a chip pan like this, what I do is on the bottom of the pan I've got some tin foil. The reason I put tin foil on the bottom of the basket is if you don't, the fish will drop in, the batter will go through the holes, wrap round, and it will go solid, and you won't be able to get it off, and you won't be able to take it out and turn it round. So a little bit of tin foil in the bottom of the basket. The fish falls into it, you don't have a problem taking it out, it doesn't stick anywhere, and just look at the results. Right, the chips now have been boiling away. I did actually pre-chip them. Put them into boiling water for 5 minutes just to cook them. Chips should always be cooked twice. Once boiled, gets them nice and fluffy, put them in the deep fryer, gets the outside crisp. Absolutely perfect. Right, they've been drained off. We're just going to put them into the deep fryer, which I'm just going to turn down slightly. I'm going to put it to 180 degrees. You're going to get water in there, so be careful. In the basket we go. Okay. And be careful when you submerge them because they've had water on them, so they're still going to be wet. It will bubble up quite ferociously, so you've got to keep lifting it in and out until it calms down. So once we put it in, as you can see, it's going to over bubble, so you just play it seesaw magic doll, I think it's called. Once the bubbles settle down, you can leave it. The sides of this pan aren't high enough that I could just put them in and walk away. Industrial pans are different, you can just do that. But at home you'll be careful. Now they've settled down, we're just going to leave it now for about 10 minutes until the chips are cooked. We'll take the fish out of the oven. I'm going to make you, to go with the fish and chips, I'm going to make you a version of mushy peas. But I'm not going to make mushy peas the traditional way with marrow peas and what have you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take straightforward frozen peas, petit pois peas. I'm going to blanch some of them in some cream, add some more into them, and believe you me, when you taste these, my version of mushy peas with your fish and chips. Okay, now these chips are ready. I'm just going to shake off the oil. As you can see, they're with a lovely golden colour, light and gold, just perfect. Now if I put them into some paper, put them onto some tiling paper just to drain them off, I can show you one. Hold on. And if we just take one, if we bust it open like this, look how fluffy that is in the middle. It's crisp on the outside, fluffy in the middle. They're perfect. Okay, right, I've just boiled off the frozen peas. I've got a lot here. Okay, because we're going to blitz half of that. But first of all, we've got a mini blender that I'm just going to use for this process because it's only peas, it doesn't need a hard work. So we're just going to put half of this amount into the little blender. Blend it up. Now that's them. Now it looks a lot in there, but honestly, once the blender hits it, it's going to disappear. So we're going to take some double cream here, and I'm just going to spoon it round there. Actually, I'll just pour it round there. Right, that's going to be enough. We're just going to blitz this up. If we get the pea out of the way. Okay. Right, that's blitzed up. Let me have a look at it. Nice and mushy. Now we're going to put that back in to the pot. Minus the knife. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to mix it together with the half of the peas that were left. Okay, now I'm just going to put a little bit of seasoning. So I'm just hitting some salt and pepper in there. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, they're quite nice. It's a very simple, easy mushy pea recipe. It doesn't involve marrow peas, soaking them overnight, blanching them. It's not quite the same, but it's nice enough to go with the fish and chips. Okay, just a little tip.